and everybody was kung fu fighting like a boss. Welcome back, gamers, to another fun episode of Minecraft. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a very cool mod. It is the Cyan Meteor Swords mod. What this mod does, it adds 25 new swords into Minecraft. It's pretty cool, but there's a lot of stuff to get to, so I'm just going to jump right in. Hiya! Now the first batch of swords are the primary swords. The first one, called the Earth Sword, made with 2 dirt and a blaze rod, and what the Earth Sword does is when you right click it, it summons 4 dirt columns, which is used for protection, which is pretty cool. Instant structures. Also, after you use the Earth Sword once, it also gives you resistance. I forgot to mention that part. Now the next sword is the Water Sword, made with 2 water buckets, 4 glass, and a regular stick. And similar to how the Earth one works, you just right click it and 4 water columns appear. Yep, and also like the Earth Sword, it gives you an effect. This one gives you water breathing. Now this one is the Fire Sword, made with 2 blaze powders and a blaze rod, and kinda, you can guess it, right click it, it creates fire. Also when you hit mods, they ignite on fire, as you'd kind of expect. And this one gives you, if you can't guess, fire resistance. The next one is the Thunder Sword, made with 2 blocks of redstone and a blaze rod, and if you can't guess, it summons lightning. So be careful, and if you can't tell, it gives you speed, and that's pretty cool. Whee! Now the next one is the Wind Sword, made with 2 iron, 4 feathers, 2 blaze rod, and a stick. And what the Wind Sword does is it actually gives knockback effect to any mods. So you hit it and go away. That flew away far somewhere. Also, if you right click it, you jump really high, but you still take fall damage, so be careful. And it also gives you speed and jump as well. Now the next one is the Light Sword, and Light Sword is made out of 2 ghast tears, 2 gold nuggets, and a blaze rod. And what this one does is it will actually confuse and blind your opponents. Well, it weakens and blinds them, sorry. And when you right click it, it gives you night vision, and you become invisible. Ooh, scary ghost man, ooh. Kind of the opposite. This is the Dark Sword, made with 2 obsidian, 2 spider eyes, and a blaze rod. And this one will actually blind you if you right click it, but it also will make you invisible. And if you hit a mod with it, it will give them the wither effect and blind them as well. So be careful when you're using this one. The next one is the Ender Sword, made with 4 ender pearls, 2 iron ingots, 2 blaze rods, and a stick. And what this one does is if you right click it, it will create an ender pearl. And the best part is you don't actually take any damage when you teleport, which is kind of handy. And this thing has a lot of uses to it too, so it's really helpful to get around places. And the last primary one is the Beast Sword, made with 4 bones, 2 iron ingots, 2 blaze rods, and a stick. And what the Beast Sword does is somewhere it will, it will spawn a tamed wolf. But you have to be careful because you have to like point it a good distance away. Rapid fire. That's pretty much all it does, but if you point it down, it will kind of, just suffocate it, so yeah. The next batch of swords are upgraded ones to the previous ones. For example, if you take the Earth Sword with a sugar and 2 jungle saplings, you get the Peaceful Nature Sword. And in addition to also giving resistance, it does 4 wood ones. And if you hit a foe with it, it confuses the heck out of them. So it's kind of, yeah, it's an upgrade, I guess. Looks cooler. The next one is a Meteor Sword, using a Fire Sword, 4 blaze powder, a blaze rod, and a fire charge. In addition to doing exactly what the Fire Sword does, this one will also shoot a fire charge. So boom, boom, boom. You're basically aghast, so take that. The next one is the Ice Sword, made with the Water Sword and 5 snowballs. And what this one will do is it will freeze mods for approximately 1 minute. And then when you right click it, it creates 4 pillars of ice and a snowman. Although I'd recommend you not use it on a desert because then it will die in sad face. The next one is the Thunder Shock Sword, with Thunder Sword and 8 redstone. And this one, in addition to doing the Thunder Sword, it will actually knock back foes that are within a close proximity. 5 blocks away. And it does everything that the previous one does too, Just good, it died. So it broadens the range a little bit. The next one is the Wind Blast Sword, made with the Wind Sword, 2 blaze rods, 3 gunpowder, and 3 feathers. If you're wondering what the gunpowder is for, is because this one creates big boom. Oh, I just missed the mod showcase. Oh my gosh. So yeah, this one creates an explosion. I believe you still get hurt, so make sure you're well armored up. And yeah, you'll be set. This one is the Dark Nether Sword, made with the Ender Sword, a Nether Star, and 3 Obsidian. And what this one will do is it'll shoot out Wither Skulls. Very far away too, if I must add. And then the foes get the Wither effect. And that looks like a temporary blindness too. That's freaky. Was pretty useful. Alright, next one. This one is the Light Nether Sword, made with a Light Sword, Nether Star, and 3 Glowstone. And this one will heal you if you're in a pickle, and it negates blindness effects from the Dark Sword too when right-click. Otherwise, it doesn't really do much. It's a strong sword though, but all it does is heal and helps you see. So yeah. Last one is the Ender Portal Sword, made with the Ender Sword, 4 Blaze Rod, and 4 Eye of Enders. And what this one will do is if you hit a mod, it will teleport it away. But sometimes it'll teleport it behind you, so make sure. See? Told ya. And it'll shoot Eye of Enders, so it'll lead you to a stronghold. And it has a lot of uses, so that means you'll have to keep wasting everything. Your Eye of Enders. Which is pretty handy, I guess. Now this mod has one upgrade, level 2, and that is the Wild Nature Sword. You take the Peaceful Nature Sword, 3 cactus, and a sugarcane, and you get the Wild Nature Sword. In addition to this thing looking like a total boss, it surrounds you with 4 cactus, which hurt. It gives you resistance, and it poisons foes. So you're pretty decked out. That's freaky. Alright, I have to be careful with that one. And yeah, and it looks cool if I didn't say that already. The next kind of swords are sword mixing, and basically these give you multiple effects from different swords. All of them require 2 iron ingots and a stick, and then the swords on either side, so I'll show you those now. The first one is the Thunderstorm, made with the thunder and wind, and this one kind of does just that. In addition, it gives you a whole bunch of powers. It gives you regen, jump, speed, and yeah, it's the super jumping. And just, it's a boss sword. Oh my gosh, this sword is so much fun to use. Holy cow, that one was scary. Whee! I'm flying now. Alright. The next one is the Meteoric Thunderstorm Sword. You use the Thunderstorm and a Meteor Sword. And yeah, let's take a look. It does the same thing too. It lights a fire, shoots a thunderstorm, and it's like a triple upgrade almost. That one was cool. Lights a fire, thunderstorm, sends you flying, and more fire resistance. Yahoo! The next one is the Ender Fire Sword, made with the Ender Sword and the Fire Sword. And this one, in addition to doing what the Fire Sword does, it teleports you and then kind of leaves behind a little trail of fire, or it sends a fire to where you kind of land. So in addition to landing, if you land next to a mod, it sets them on fire, which is pretty handy. Similarly, there's the Ender Wind Sword, made with the Ender Sword and the Wind Sword, and kind of the same thing too. You get Ender Pearl, and you get all the boosts of it. I think this one I don't think this one has the jumping effects that the regular Wind Sword provides you in terms of like I'm gonna right click and it's gonna jump me really high. I think it more or less has the concept of knockback to it. Boom. So yeah, that one's pretty handy. I'd take the Ender Fire Sword over this one though. The next one is the Ender Thunder Sword, Ender and Thunder, and yeah, if you can't imagine, TPs and thunder effects where you kind of left off. This one I believe leaves a thunder effect of where you originate from, or no, it's where you land. Okay. I never tried in close proximity, so yeah, there's the Ender Thunder Sword. Pretty handy. And the last combination is the Time Sword, made with the Dark and the Light Sword. And what the Time Sword does is it gives you all the effects of the Light and Dark Sword, only without blindness. And you can actually change it to night and day by right-clicking on it, which is pretty cool. Oh yeah, it also gives you night vision too. So no matter what thing is, you're in daytime or nighttime, and it feels like daytime, which is pretty nice. And the very last kind is the Sword Tri-Mixing. You mix all 3 kinds of Ender Swords and an Ender Pearl, and you get the Tri-Ender Sword. In addition to this thing looking pretty cool, it gives you all the effects. It teleports you, it gives you all the jump and speed boost, it has the knockback effect of the Wind Sword, hopefully, yep, and it also sets them on fire. Go away. And then leaves behind a lightning trail. So that one is pretty baller. Thank you guys so much for watching this mod showcase. I know I'm still invisible because I don't really know how to manage all this stuff. But yes, thank you so much for watching. If you like the mod, I'm sure you will, then go check it out. Link in the description below. Check out the floating light sword. Ooh, shiny light sword. But yeah, if you definitely liked it, make sure to check it out. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and all that other fun stuff that makes this mod showcase worthwhile. It's talking kind of fast, but there's a lot of stuff to get to, so I wanted to make sure I had a chance to get to everything. So yeah, again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a good day, and keep on gaming, gamers.